Did you know that there is no known basis as to the theory of 8 glasses per day water? Surprise, right? Yeah, I will go into these details. And if you are trying to find out how much water is required for you, because for every person it is different, I will give the principles so you can find out how much water you need to drink every day. Watch till end of this video. I will give the theory as well as the basis. Before that, a little cup of coffee for me. The theory of 8 glasses per water. And what is a glass? A glass is an 8 ounce, which is equal to roughly 250 ml. So the theory that 8 glasses of water, which is 8 into 8 ounces or 8 into 250 ml, roughly 2000 ml of water per day. This is the amount of water that is commonly prescribed as the required amount of water every person should make sure that he or she drinks. How did this come into place? The reality is that no one knows what is actually the basis for this. There is a certain book on health and diet long ago, some 100 years back. In that book, it was mentioned that every person should drink 8 glasses of water per day to be healthy. How did this come into place? No one knows. But one theory that is commonly understood is that you require 2000 calories per day on an average, and for every calorie of food you require 1 gram of water to digest it, which is roughly 1 ml, and therefore the theory of the so-called 2000 ml or 8 glasses per water came into picture. Surprise, right? Yes. If you do go and then do some research, you will realize that there is actually no basis at all to that theory of 8 glasses. And I have been a person who has been habituated to drinking less water since my childhood. Even in those periods when I was doing my graduation in Delhi, which was very hot, getting up to 45 degrees Celsius in summer, very sultry, there would be so much sweating that the dresses will become whitish because of the salt that has come from the body. Even the trousers. Even during those periods of time, I would barely drink, 4 or 5 or 6 glasses at the maximum per day. I had this perennial headache since my childhood. When I was in the US and reading up stuff, I understood that it is probably because of the less quantity of water that I consumed. So I came across this concept, some Japanese based, anything Japanese is considered fancy, which said that, this is the amount of water you should drink for these kind of ailments. So for headache, for indigestion, for hypertension and so on and so forth, so-called water therapy. After drinking for a couple of months, nothing has changed other than, urinating more, which is quite obvious. There was no perceived benefit at all. The water therapy did not work for me. That does not mean that drinking more water is not good. Water is one of those most found components in the body. I think there is some theory about 70 or 90% of the body is consisting of water. So therefore, if you drink more water, you are replacing the polluted water in the body, and therefore you are likely to become healthy. Water is the way the body cleans up the system. Majorly how it happens is water is absorbed into the body, it goes into the blood is moving all around the body. So at each and every cell where the glucose is burnt and some carbon and other pollutants are generated, that is extracted by the water, filtered through the kidney, and then thrown away as urination. So this is a process that happens constantly in the body throughout the day. There is no specific cycle. So the more water you drink, it's like cleaning the house floor or any utensil with lot of water. What happens when you clean it with lot of water? It becomes cleaner, right? So that's exactly what happens when you drink a lot of water. But instead of cleaning the house with 3 buckets of water, if you were to clean it with 2000 buckets of water, is it going to make a difference? No, it is barely going to make any difference. So drinking excess amount of water is not going to help more than that is necessary. So the important questions that you are interested in knowing is how much water is then required for me? It varies. Make sure that you have a glass which is of good quality. I use the earthen pot because this also simultaneously cleans up the water that you drink. Mineral water is not necessarily the most efficient way of drinking, but we'll not go into that. Get some clean water and drink it every day. How much water is required depends on whether you are a child or an adult. Obvious, right? If you are an adult, you would be requiring more water. So where is this theory of 8 glasses for everybody? If you are a man, your metabolic rate is high, so you could be requiring more water. But most women sweat more. That means, they require more water from a different point of view. What kind of a person are you? Are you a person who sweat quite a bit? If you profusely sweat, then you will obviously need to replace so much. Whether you are working in the sun, when I am cycling for 100 kilometers a day, I am easily consuming about 2.5 to 3 liters of water during that single ride. Instead of cycling on that particular day, let's say I have gone for a walk of 10 kilometers per day, I don't need to drink any water during that. What is the climate in which you are in? If you are in summer, obviously you require more water. And here is the best part. What food are you eating? If you are eating cooked food, you will be required to drink more water than eating raw food. Am I saying that raw food is a solution for everything? Yes, actually raw food does provide a lot of solutions. But one of these things when it comes to water is that the food as they exist in the nature, they contain quite a bit of water by themselves. If you are consuming raw foods, you will be requiring to drink less water. But if it is a cooked food, even though you are pouring water to cook it, during digestion you will be requiring more water. And what about what kind of food within the food that you are eating? If you are having, for example, watermelon as against guava or a banana, you will be required to drink less water because watermelon has a lot of water in itself. Some foods tend to have more water and tend to make you less thirsty. So, if you are having a fried food, you must have noticed you will drink a lot of water. So, what kind of food also plays a big role? So, how exactly do you know how much do you need to drink? I have said so many things about water. How much exactly is required? Does it give a message to you? Yes, it does give a message. Be sensitive to how thirsty you are. The way I look at it is there are different stages of thirst. The extreme thirst is your tongue has become dry. You are badly looking for water. That's an extreme stage. You have crossed it already. If your throat is feeling a little dry, you want to drink some water. That's the moderate level of thirst. If the thought of water or coffee or a carbonated water or an aerated water anything that is liquid form, if the thought has come to you, that is the first sign that you are going to get thirsty. Another way I follow is just after urination, because I know that the water has gone out, I need to replace it. So I drink water immediately after urination. What happens? If you drink water immediately, the body is processing it and creates more urination, which is exactly what is required, but because that is the way the body cleans itself. And here is the last one. If you are not able to follow any of these things consciously, the easiest way to tell is, if your urination has turned even slightly yellow, that means you are drinking less water. It should be purely transparent, whitish. That's when you know that you are consuming enough quantity of water. So I think I have given you enough inputs to know how much water is required in your particular case. And how would you drink that water? Where does water come from? It comes from ground. So the purest form of water is actually found in ground. If you are drinking water from a clay pot, that is the best thing to do. Whether you can follow that or not, have a glass of water first thing in the morning. Because during the night you have not eaten anything, so acids have formed in the stomach, and if you pour some water into it, the first thing in the morning you are neutralizing it somewhat. You will not have acidity problems if you start having water first thing in the morning. This is one of those things which is necessary if you want to get rid of acidity. And then you consume whatever you normally consume. Throughout the day, like I said, pay attention to the signs of whether you are getting the thought of thirstiness, whether you feel like drinking some water, your throat is becoming dry, and eventually whether your tongue has become completely dry. And also keep noticing whenever you're urinating whether the urination is yellowish or not. If it is yellowish, you need to drink more water. Every time you urinate, replace with so much of water, at least. Actually it should be more, because we dispose of water both through urination as well as through sweat. I hope this video has made some sense to you. If it did, please click on the like button and let me know in comments below what you feel about it. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't done already. Thank you very much. Have a nice day or evening. Bye bye.